FLOSSTUBE, it's Leigh from Creative Leigh with FLOSSTUBE number 154 on Sunday the 4th of December 2022. Welcome back to my weekly instalment about cross stitch, mostly about cross stitch, a little bit of life stuff. Yeah, apologies if you can hear the wind whistling around the corner of the house. It's very windy today. It's a nice sunny day, but just quite windy, and I've got some doors and windows open, so hopefully the blinds don't bang. It's just after lunchtime. I had my neighbours over for coffee, had a bit of a chat, and I just made myself a delicious toasted sandwich with some of the bread I made on Friday. I know it's been a while since I made bread, sort of got back into it again. Long-term viewers will know I dabble in the art of baking, and yeah, I sort of made, got up early on Friday, got a whole lot of loaves proving and baked them all at lunchtime. So I kind of, all no need, 2 wholemeal loaves and I guess a white loaf, but cooked like you do sourdough in the Dutch oven, so it's nice and crunchy, delicious. Anyway, I was supposed to be going to Sandy Toxvig tomorrow night with my friends, but she's had to cancel her New Zealand tour because she's got sick while she's in Australia and it's been hospitalised with bacterial pneumonia, so that sucks for her. Hopefully, you know, she'll come back sometime in the future, but yeah, hopefully she hope she gets better quickly. And yeah, Dad's doing okay. Thanks for everybody who reached out. He did end up going to an emergency after hours clinic on Sunday, and they did some blood tests and then put him on IV antibiotics, but they did it in the clinic. They didn't admit him. And after half a day being on IV antibiotics, they gave him a prescription and sent him home. He seems to be mostly over the flu thing, but he still has a persistent lung infection, chest infection. So he's on a second course of antibiotics and on steroids now. So hopefully that gets him back on track. But he's doing okay. He's just yeah, sick. The cough's kind of productive, and he's got a very sore chest from coughing, which I can imagine, like his ribs really hurt stitching. I did not buy anything new this last week. Except I kind of bought one thing. It's some secret stitching though, and if I show it, if I show the chart, the people will know, the people who are going to receive the results of the stitching will know it's for them, because it's going to be really obvious. So I intend to, let's just say I'm doing some secret stitching and I'm going to get it finished because it's a little small thing. I intend to get it FFO'd for delivery next weekend. So I'll take some photos and video footage and share what it is. But just say I bought a little chart off of Etsy, and I'm making something for a little Christmas gift for a couple of people. Other than that, nothing else new's come in, and I'm pretty sure that's true. I've just been doing some stitching. So should I show you what I've stitched on? First up, my 50 at 50 start for this last week, start number 46, was not till the 1st of December. So I had from Sunday through till Thursday night to work on other things. So I decided to carry on with Rule of Life from Modern Folk Embroidery and get that finished. So I got it finished. This was stitched on 40 count parchment from Country Stitch using the Leo Roxy Yarn Co floss pack. Start number 27 back in July, and I finished it after work. I had a little bit left to do. I finished it on Thursday, on the 1st of December. I love it so much. When you last saw it, I had got the blackbirds. I don't remember where you saw it last week. Did I have the black ones and I started working on the letters? Anyway, it doesn't matter. I got it finished. It's so good. It's so good. And I love it. So yay. And I had heaps of floss left. So what I say is some 40 count, and the floss pack had 3 skeins of the black, which is vampish, and I didn't even use 1.5. So I've got, I might have used 1 2/3, maybe a little bit more than a half. And I've got heaps of the other 2 colours. So, I mean, the colours are great, so I'm really happy to have them in my stash, not complaining about that, but you'd have to be a very wasteful stitcher to use up 3 skeins on 40 count. So yeah, it's a finish. I think, again, the only personalisation I did was a couple of the letters. I changed a couple of the letters to be my initials, so L and M are stitched in the whatever colour, caramel colour. Otherwise, I don't think I changed anything, at least not intentionally. No, I think that was the only thing that I changed. There might have been a motif. Oh, that's right. There was this motif in here. I did a couple of tweaks in here because I didn't like how this here wasn't the same as here. So I made a change to make it symmetrical, but I can't remember what I did now. It's not quite as, this border is not quite as charted. Otherwise, I'm pretty sure that's as charted. So got that done. So then on the 1st of the month, my start number 46 of 50 was to start the New Zealand Flowers cross stitch ball, and I will post. I'll try and post more on Instagram. It's going to be like a 2023 intention is to post more. I'm terrible at social media. So yeah, this hashtag Cherry Parker Designs, hashtag New Zealand Flowers Ball Sale. I nearly said bow sale. And this chart's available on Etsy. Just look up Cherry Parker. So I sort of had to stop myself because I could just keep going with it basically. So I'm stitching this on 25 count Lugana. I'm using white. It does call for antique white, but I had heaps of white in my stash, and I've got the moss green and the ice blue. Start number 46 started on the 1st of December. And I went a little bit ham on it, and I had to stop because I am going to try not to finish this in 1 week. I'm going to try and be a proper sound and let it go on a little bit longer. So I think I'm going to try and restrict myself to stitching on this on the 1st of the month. So and I'll try and only spend a couple of hours on it on the 1st of each month. If other people who are stitching it kind of catch up or overtake me, then I might look at increasing the amount of time. But I want to share with the few people who are going to do this. So the ball has a number of pieces. You've got a bunch of squares, a bunch of hexagons. So there's 12 squares, 6 designs repeated twice. There are 8 unique hexagons and there are 6 unique octagons, and they all form the ball. So I started with the little squares and I got 6 done. They're so quick, and there's 2 of each, and then I carried on and did all the outlining. So basically the outlining is essentially your lines where when you cut them and fold them, that's where you'll join them together. So the basting lines, you can then pull the basting lines out, but the basting lines I found the basting lines quite rewarding, quite calming to do. I don't normally enjoy that sort of thing, but I guess this has a purpose. You're going to use them to like pattern pieces. So yeah, we've got the Korwhai flower, the Manuka flower, and Karaka flower. I know they look like chilies, but they're Karaka. It's they're native trees, flowers on native trees. So yeah, I got the first And the instructions say stitch these 6, and then basically says stitch and then construct the first half of the ball, then you construct the other half of the ball. But I'm like, while your needle's threaded, just carry on and do both. So, but the other pieces are all unique. So this is the only bit that has duplicates. So I'm so happy with it. Largely crosses are 2 strands over 2. I'm doing 1 strand back stitching, but I do because I'm not doing 3/4 stitches, I'm just doing quarter stitches to give it a little bit more fullness when it's diagonal. Even though I'm doing 1 strand back stitching, I just go over that twice, so it looks a little bit like I did do the 3/4 stitch and then back stitched on top of it. It's just my way I'm doing it. So yeah, that's that bit. And as I said, I had to stop myself from keeping going. Like I'm not good at stopping, but I did. But I did let myself carry on and do all the back stitching for the other pieces. So I have outlined all of the hexagons, so these 8 hexagons on the green, but I stopped myself from doing the middles, but they're all ready to go. I could hold that up for hours, it's not that interesting. And then I did the 6 octagons as well, so they're all outlined as well. So yeah, really all now I have to do is pretty stitching, and most of these are super quick, and even in these designs some of them aren't that huge. Like there is like one of them has a fern frond, a koru from a like a tree fern, or just a fern, and like none of them are huge. So yeah, that's where I got to. So very happy with the start. Really happy I got all my outlining in. I had intended to do the outlining well before now and never got around to it but then yeah, I just did that all, a lot of that on. When I decided to stop doing the flowers, I then just carried on and did all the outlining, and then on Friday I did some more outlining, and yeah, got that done. Well then, because I stopped myself on that project, I had to pick something else up, but of course it was the beginning of the month, so the Jeannette Douglas the final Jeannette Douglas Mini Bouquet sampler pattern was released. Reminder, go to her website, JeannetteDouglasDesigns.ca, download the 12 patterns, just because you never know when you want a little small, or you want to stitch it, or a variation of it. They will disappear at the end of the month, so go save them into your cloud storage or wherever you save files to, because they're great. They're cute little designs. So I picked that up on Friday evening. So again, the mini bouquets, maybe it was yesterday, I think I picked this up yesterday. The mini bouquet sampler from Jeannette Douglas Designs, which I'm stitched on 40 count haystack from Country Stitch, using a whole bunch of over dyes from all sorts of different ranges, and even one silk, mostly cotton. Started on the 4th of January and I finished on the 3rd of December. And here is my finished piece, and I couldn't be happier. I think it's lovely. So yay. So here's December down here. Just picked 3 reds, add a couple of greens and a grey. It's pretty straightforward. Still love November, and I just think I love the tomatoes. Yeah, so cute. Love this one in the glass vase with the stem showing, and that it's all kind of a bit more scattered. I don't know, I think this is just a lovely project. It's been a great monthly little taster, little break, something sweet, a good way to use pretty colours, and it's just been the perfect little stitch along. So it's that, 2 finishes and a start, and yeah, it's been a good week of stitching. And then yeah, yesterday after I'd done some stuff and some gardening, and well, I finished that in the morning, I think it was, I don't remember when I did that. Housework and gardening and all the normal kind of weekendy sort of stuff. Started my secret stitching and did a lot last night. That's pretty much all my stitching for the week. I'll show you what my next start is that I'm going to start tonight. I do tend to do my new starts after dinner. I just it's like a nice little reward, something to look forward to before having to face work the next morning. So start number 47. That's right, I've only got 4 more starts at 50 left. I'm not counting secret stitching. Secret stitching for little gifts is not counted in my 50 at 50. And I'm glad I finished that one Modern Folk Embroidery because this weekend, next week are both Modern Folk Embroidery designs. But I'm starting Heavy Dragons. I'm so excited. Which this is one of Jacob's dark crosses, slightly more gothic-y. I don't want to say Halloweeny because this isn't Halloweeny at all, definitely gothic-y, kind of ye-olde designs. And you will recall, may recall that I picked up fabric and my sister picked floss when I was in Brisbane in October, and I've got a gorgeous fat half of 30 count parchment linen from Fibre on a Whim, and I'm using so I'm starting that one today, start number 47, and this is the gorgeous fabric. It's just so old, it kind of looks like an old map, and the thread is Threadworks, the Dragons is 1043. So yeah, my sister picked these out, so I'm going to start that one. So I'm quite looking forward to that. And I probably will stitch these twice, once as a gift and once for me. Oh, I do have 2 skeins in case I need a second one, but I don't know that I will need a second one, but nice to have stash. So that will be, and I'm just going to keep it a little wee bag for now because all it is, you know, I'll probably use Pattern Keeper for the chart. That's just the cover page. And all it is fabric and 1 skein of floss basically. So we started tonight. Yeah, thanks for coming along, I really appreciate it. Please subscribe, like the video. Don't forget, if you want to get in contact with me, email address, postal address, buy me a coffee link, all in the doobly-doo down below. Do check out the description. I do paste every week. I paste in information about all of the projects that I show you that are like whips, so starts, finishes and whips. If I specifically mention any FLOSSTUBEs, which I'm running out of time so I won't do today, I try and tag them down there as well. So there's a wealth of information down in the doobly-doo. Do like hit that little tiny more link and have a look. There might be something useful to you down there. Over time, I'm trying to add more and more to that as I think of it. So I do try and make it quite useful. So do check that out. Keep safe, and hopefully this season doesn't stress you out too much. It can be stressful, even if you enjoy Christmas, even if you look forward to spending time with friends and family or what have you. It is like just a crazy time of year when we try and shove too much into a few weeks, and I personally find it a little bit overwhelming. So trying to balance the social stuff with the me time is really important. So yeah, take care, find joy in your stitching, and as always, don't let your needles rust. Ciao.